What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. So today I'm going to be looking at the Cheyenne Hawk Thunder. I've actually been wanting to make this video for a really long time. This is one of the machines that I've had probably the longest, but it's actually given me a lot of trial and error, and I'm going to go through that right now. This isn't so much a review. I mean, everyone's talked about the Hawk Thunder. It's actually been around for, I think, 10 years now. So this is just kind of my journey with the Hawk Thunder and all these steps and mistakes I made trying to get this thing to work adequately for me. That way, if somebody out there is possibly thinking about buying a Hawk Thunder for themselves, they can watch this video and learn from my story and my mistakes. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright gang, welcome back. This is the Cheyenne Hawk Thunder today. Now, I've actually been wanting to make this video for a very long time. I've had this machine for like absolutely ever. In fact, this is probably the first like real professional machine I actually purchased. As in like higher end machine, like as in Cheyenne, the higher end guys, you know, Cheyenne, FK, all those guys, you know. But yeah, so I've had this machine for a while. You know, I have all these boxes here, and these are all stuff that I had purchased in the trial and error to actually get this machine to actually work well for me. But right here I have the Cheyenne. This is the saw grip. Grip right here retails for like $150. But before the saw grip, had purchased this, just the machine by itself. I actually bought one used off eBay, just the body right here, just like this. And what ended up happening was I bought the body and I went to go buy the grip separate. And I thought, okay, all I really need is a screw-on grip. So I purchased this Legend grip. I believe I bought this from Cam Supply. Well, the first one I had, as soon as I got this grip in the mail, I put it on here. I fired up my critical power supply, hit jump start, and went wham, and then it just stopped working. Well, I couldn't figure out why, and then all of a sudden, when I got this one, I had realized that the push rod here on these Cheyenne machines, they're like bigger than 90% of other push rods on most machines. So what had happened was this ball, the tip of my push rod, jump started into this grip, which is too small, and burn out the motor. So yes, I ended up giving that guy a bad review on eBay because I thought he had ripped me off, but in all actuality, it was actually my fault. I fucked it up. So I had my heart already set on getting this thing because I was so excited to get it. So I ended up just buying a new one from Worldwide Supply for like, I think $369 is what I think it is. So yeah, so this grip ended up not working for me. I ended up tapping this hole out to make it work. Ended up tapping out this hole to make it work, but then I could see the tip of my cartridge kind of wiggling back and forth because I drilled it out too big. Hey guys, Future Ron here. I just want to quickly add that I didn't just do that one time. I couldn't hear the machine going, so I was going on, off, on, off, on, off on my power supply. So that just repeatedly ended up just burning out the motor. So just so you guys know, it wasn't, I hit the button once, it got stuck and it was done for. I kept like panic pushing this button and it ended up burning it up. So I just want to say that way I don't have someone going,
You only did that one. You did that once and it broke. What a piece of.
The point of the video isn't that this is a poor machine. This is a great machine. It's just I'm trying to bring out some awareness to where some steps you could take to help you learn from my mistakes. Then I bought one of these. Yeah, I had bought this one. Another Legend grip. This is a pretty awesome grip, actually. Ended up doing the same thing. I just made it just a tad bit too big, and so I could see it playing. I bought this one as well. I think I got this from Worldwide, and this was supposed to be like for specific. I think it was supposed to be made just for like Cheyenne machines in general. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I ended up doing the same exact thing with that. So what had happened was I was crying to my wife about it, and she ended up buying me this thing for my birthday. So long story short, if you're going to buy the Hawk Thunder or Spirit, just save your time, save your money, and just buy the grip that it's made for. I do feel like that's really anti-consumer to like proprietary parts for your machine. I mean, it would be nice if you could just, you know, people could buy whatever grip you want and attach it to your machine. That would be very a pro-consumer move. But yeah, so then I got the grip figured out. Wasn't really super with wireless up until like a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago, I'd say. I had bought the power supply for early on. So the power supply, I was trying to justify using my expensive power supply. I really wanted to get around not using these huge long cords. I'll get to the cords in a second. And so I was buying batteries for this thing, which if you don't know, this is a 3.5 like audio jack. So I had found this battery on eBay. Look at this chonker. It's like a 2400 milliamp battery. It's really cool, I guess. I mean, it's kind of dated. It has a micro USB charge. But yeah, and then the problem with that was this right here. So I had purchased some O-rings. I put some O-rings on here to like try to make it a more snug fit. So yeah, that was the problem there. I ended up like kind of bagging and taping this thing in a way to where it could stay still, but then I had this problem. To where when I was tattooing, this thing would throw around and it would change my ratchet. Very, very annoying. So I thought, man, there's got to be a way I can use this thing wirelessly. So I found the Peak Forge C, which is over here, which I got for a good deal. And this is a 3.5. It has the same issue as well. It just doesn't quite fit it as good. Put some like tape on here. It's been a while since I've seen any of this stuff, but what it would do is it would bump and then it would get disconnected, or it would say that it's got a full charge. It would get bumped around and it would say like short, or it would say that it's disconnected or something. But same problem, when I do this, it gets moved around and I'm sitting here like trying to figure out how to make it work for me in a comfortable way, and then I would get comfortable and then go this way and go clack, 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 and it would throw my throw out. So, and I have not heard this thing run in a while. It sounds amazing. This Peak battery is also, I don't think the red top are compatible with the Switch. I think the black top Peak batteries are. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know. So yeah, that's pretty much, that has been my journeys thus far. And you may be thinking like, Ron, well, what's the big deal with using it with the cord? Well, you need the jumper cable. If you want it to start with the cartridge in, you need the jumper cable, even though everywhere I've read it says if you have a critical supply, you don't need the jumper cable. I need this cable just to get it to start with the cartridge. And then you have like this cable as well, which is super long. And this goes into this. I think these are together. Oh yeah, so I don't know I think I bought this separate maybe. I don't remember where I got this from. But yeah, so long story short, this would go, into this. This would go into your power supply. And then this would go into this. So you got 10, 8, 15 feet of cord. And it takes time to wrap all this. And if you've ever shimmied a cord through a clipcord sleeve, it gets old rather quick. Especially when you know that your other machines you could just be tattooing wirelessly, and it just makes cleanup and breakdown that much easier. Not have to clean up this cord and throw away plastic and throw away your clipcord sleeve and stuff. I just always been stuck on wanting to use this thing wirelessly. And I just really haven't been able to quite achieve that the way I wanted to. I do know that the Critical Shorty, you can buy a Shorty with a 3.5 jack, and I think that might be the best bet because the Critical Shorty is so light that I really think you can make it happen. So yeah, so light, I really think you can make it happen. I mean, I really think that would really, really work well if I ended up buying one of those. At the same time, I mean, like buying another battery just for the Hawk Thunder, I just don't really know if I'm there yet. I'm hoping I find one on eBay for a good deal like I found this one. So this is we just did a video on this one, guys. So what if Critical made a 3.5 audio adapter? That way you could just buy the adapter separately and use that for your battery. But once again, that would be pro-consumer. And a lot of these tattoo companies aren't really pro-consumer. They want you to buy the whole kit and caboodle. Kind of like how Bishop makes one machine for each different thing, packing, lining, and shading, to where they could easily make a machine where you could just switch out the cams or pop in different motors, but that wouldn't make them as much money, so they're not going to do that. And I feel like Critical would never ever do this type of thing because that would be very pro-consumer, and they would just not want to do that for the people, you know, even though that would get them in good graces with a lot of us. Not that they're not in bad graces with me, but really be a breath of fresh air in the market, if you ask me. But yeah, I mean, it's not really so much about the Hawk Thunder today. It's just kind of like my journey when I've had this thing. It sits on the shelf. You know, a lot of my machines I put away in the closet, and I'll have some out here on display. That way I can look at them. But this one always sits in my ink rack, just like so, just so I can, you know, just admire it and where I kind of where I started and where I'm at now, and just kind of think of where this journey is going to take me. So, yeah, you know, this is sorry, and it's a 4mm stroke machine. You guys, everybody knows what the Hawk Thunder is. The Spirit, I think, is like the more square one with like a 2.5 stroke, really small one. But I don't even think I put that many hours on this thing, to be honest. I did a lot of shading with it right when I started to figure out how to shade efficiently and adequately. This was the machine I was doing it on, and I know it does lines well. I mean, it's another one of those machines where when you have it low, it hits soft, and when you have it high, it hits hard enough to do lines and stuff like that. So I got nothing more than to want to be able to use this thing on the daily. But I just, you know, where I'm at right now, I just don't really want to have to wrap the cord up and wrap up the power supply, and it's just, we're just so spoiled by wireless machines these days. It's kind of a shame that I didn't really have the time to really cut my teeth on this thing. But, you know, in the end, I've spent all this money trying to get this thing to work adequately for me. And I guess my message for you guys would just to be, you know, if you're going to buy the Thunder, just buy the grip. And maybe, I guess, a wireless option could be the Critical Shorty 3.5. I mean, but that's only going to give you like 5 hours. I mean, if you want to buy 2, go ahead. But I mean, really, your only good option is to use it with the cord. And I just, you know, there's just got to be a better way. So I know Nick Jones, the guy that makes these adapters. He has a YouTube channel as well. I know he makes adapters for these. I think what it is, it's like a 3.5. It's like a 3.5 to an RCA, and then he gives you like a zip tie. That way you can like zip tie to your machine like that. And I think he only makes them to order, so, but who knows. For him to make a cord, you know, this long, of course you're gonna have to charge a markup because dude's gonna want to make money too. But yeah, Cheyenne, Hawk Thunder, let me know what you guys think. I mean, this is the original all-arounder for me. I mean, it was just able to do everything, and just depending on how much pressure you applied and how many volts you were at. So anyways, this thing has just always been really special to me. Maybe one day I would really love to just bust it out and just use the heck out of it. That way I can get my money's worth out of it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me hear in the comments if you have any experience with Cheyenne's machines, or what your thoughts are with the a lot of the anti-consumer moves that a lot of these companies make. I'd really love to hear you guys' thoughts. All right, I love you guys. Peace. All right, you guys, thank you very much for watching. That was really nice to actually get off my chest and get out there. I've actually been wanting to make this video for a really, really, really long time. And the funny part is I bought a new mic that works for my camera. That way I'm not using my camera microphone because it kind of sucks. I bought a nice like Hollymark clip-on mic. Well, I set it up to my camera just now, and I didn't actually plug it in. So the whole time I had my mic clipped on, and I thought it was going, and it wasn't. So yes, but next video, I guess what I'm saying, next video, you're going to see an increase in quality of the audio on the top-down side. So look forward to that. Let me know if you have any stories about your Cheyenne Hawk Thunder experience. Am I just a classic overthinker, or what's going on? Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.